Okay, just going live here on the Instagram as well. So just waiting for that to show up for us, as you probably have seen before. If you watch these videos, it takes a moment to get started. But here we are. We're both on Instagram and Facebook, and actually on YouTube, the proper YouTube channel this time. Super excited to be here with you all. Thank you for tuning on in. I'm going to give you just a breakdown of what's been happening this last week and what's to expect coming up next week. We've been hustling around here. A lot of stuff has been happening. There's track changes. We got go-karts. We got cafe changes. We got lots of improvements happening around the park. We just had a huge mud run. It's been gangbusters out here. It's been a lot of fun. It's a weekday. It's chilly out, first colder days of the year, and we got people doing lessons, bike rentals out here, more bike rentals tomorrow. It's just every single day we got something going on. So it's feeling very blessed to get to live this life and hang out with so many cool people doing what I love to do. We got that in common, if nothing else. So, and oftentimes there's a lot more in common than just that. So I've been doing a little stream here. Been doing it every Monday. Yesterday, I actually missed it. All right. I know I missed it yesterday. Been feeling a little bit under the weather, and actually I went to bed at 7:30 last night. That does not happen. So, definitely feeling better now, but still not back at 100%, still healing the shoulder and all that stuff. But we're getting a lot done here. The team has been working tirelessly. We had between 4,000 and 5,000 people here this weekend for that mud run. And Sunday was actually a pretty decent day, it turned out to be, despite the wind. So it was a action-packed weekend here. Getting even just the trash cleanup took 3 days, and there's still a little bit more. Of course, it's a never-ending battle, but the park is looking beautiful. It's really actually looking good. So we have a lot of new things we added, some new things we did. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about and show you, because here I am. You might notice that the background, those of you that aren't watching on Instagram, you might notice the background's a little different. I'll move over for those of you that are. Right, so I'll walk this camera around a little bit. If you've been here before, we have a cafe and we have a pro shop, and we just started getting more and more stuff because you guys needed it. We stocked everything basic. So first the thinking was, I don't want you to ever come out and then not be able to finish your day of riding because you got a flat tire, or you bent your handlebars, or your tire's falling apart, or, oh man, my sprocket bolts. And it just kept growing into this thing where, man, all of a sudden we got gear, we got helmets, we got boots, we do a ton of online sales, we got the VP fuel, we got their jugs, we got the tires. We ended up becoming like not sure exactly what it's called, but it's like a Dunlop Premier dealer because we carry so many tires. I thought we were just gonna have a handful, but you guys have been coming out and being part of this, and choosing to get your stuff from us. We try to make it really easy for you. We don't raise the prices. We don't do price gouging. Everything's really MSRP. And we try to do a fair business with you guys and just make sure you have what you need so you can come down, you ride. But what happened is it's been going so well, we ran out of space and it started getting clunky and cluttered and not up to the par that we wanted it to be. So with the help of David Rivera, you guys might know him, and his team, we were able to expand the cafe. And I'm going to show you what we did in here, because it's actually completely changed the space, and it just feels good to walk in here. So, you know what I'm going to even do? I'm going to stand close here so you can't really see it on Instagram, and I'm going to just walk in from the door. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I think it will give you a little bit of the gravity of the change that was made. And we've been doing other improvements. As you know, we just finished up the bathrooms, working on wellness. We're working on gym. We're working on our laundry, right? Laundry. How many people raise your hand if you want to have laundry when you come here? If you want to be able to place to wash your clothes, you don't have to go to the laundromat if you're here for more than a few days. So we're working on that. So it'll start small, but it will grow. And if you want a sauna or something like that, raise your hand. Like if you want to have an ice bath after you ride, we're working towards that stuff. It's not just the training. It's not just the riding. It's not just the bike rentals. It's not just the cafe. It's not just the parts. It's like a country club for riders, and we don't charge country club prices. We just do fair pricing so that it gets premium product, and we're adding more things to it. So to the cafe, let me show you. You can see I wasn't going to show you this door, but we scraped off the paint, right? So we're repainting all these doors. We got a whole style we're going for. Let's go on in and see what happened inside. check it out. So there's the cafe as you expect on this side, right? But as you come over here, this room is completely opened up. So now we used to have the parts in the wall right behind where this couch is, right? This was the parts wall. That's the wall far over there. We took this whole wall and we moved it to that side, making the cafe ginormous. It's not done yet. It's a work in progress. It has everything it is in life. But we're gonna have all the plan right now. Maybe you have better ideas, but what plan is right now is to keep all the merch over here, right? All the Cycle Ranch stuff and some private lines that we carry. Them. We have our goggles. We have the fuel, and right above the fuel is the goggle lenses and tear off. So it's kind of continuation of the goggles and grips. What goes next to your grips is your levers. Above the fuel jugs, we have also the fuel nozzles. We got the bolts, and what's near these hub savers is your sprocket. So you got your chain guide right there, and your brakes and tie downs and everything else that you need for your bike. And then on this side, we have all your oils and sprockets and stuff like that. So when you're here, you can just get everything in one quick shot. We have gloves, gear, tubes, more gloves, Stasics, a massive amount of tires. That's not even all of our tires that we have up there. We have something for every single bike. It's pretty neat. And then we got a much bigger open area to be seated at. I know it's a little messy right now. I was not planning on doing this, but hey, in the moment, things change. Rather than explain it to you, I figured I'd show you. Still haven't figured out where to put the chest protectors. Right, we got some memorabilia over here on this wall and some air filters. Didn't really have a place for them. Haven't figured that one out yet. This wall, we're planning on throwing up a TV. So this way we have a large screen TV and you guys can watch Supercross in here, and there's plenty of room, plenty of space for everybody to hang out and just talk about the day after you're done riding and spend time with us in the shop, right? So over here, we haven't really figured out yet, but it looks like we're going to have registration over here. It's a mess, I know, but I'm going to show you the mess because we have to clean it up. Hello, nice to see you. Two of my favorite people just walked in. So we'll probably cut this a little short, but registration will probably go through the window. We're just figuring that all out right now. And that is the cafe. If you have questions, thoughts, or ideas, drop them in the comments. We're always open to feedback from you all. Actually, this is where I was sitting. Usually sit at the other spot. But we got a ton of stuff. So we send that stuff out. People come here and they order stuff, or they call us up. Like, can you get me this for my bike? I'll meet you at the track, and they fix their bike here. And we can get really pretty much anything that you need and have it here ready for you, or we could drop ship it too. So people are buying stuff online, and we're going to UPS every single day anyway. Now, I was not expecting that to be part of this, but it is. And all of those people buying online, we're sending stuff across the country, right? So those people buying online, actually that money goes to support the track, and that's why we can do expansions like this and improve it, right? So it's not just depending on the local rider to come out here and ride. We got people all over the country and the planet that come here. So pretty pumped about that. That's been a big deal. My wife has been asking for this for a while, since I mentioned it 3 years ago when we first talked about it. So we got more things to do in here. You guys will see it will continue to improve. Casey and Terry Daughter just walked in from they were in Florida. They've helped with a lot of these improvements, and they'll be you'll see what they do with the cafe next. So actually laundry room next, I think. So wanted to share that with you real quick. I also want to just talk to you real quick about the USA Championship details, right? So that event's coming up for Thanksgiving. I think there are 3 RV spots left. We just closed out, hit that 10 mark on the next 10 riders to get free rodeo tickets with their race entry. So I'm not going to take it down right now. So you're welcome to, if you get your entry in now in the next hour or so, you'll probably get tickets too, because I have some extras to give away. So we could do more than 10. And then we'll take that down for a little bit. And then we got another promo for you as well. So we'll see what comes out next. Want to just quickly mention the sponsors for the event, because I've been calling people all week. Last week was really calling people. So let me, actually, I think I can bring that up here in the video. Let's see if I can share this. Just wait for me to find it. And guys, if you have questions on anything, just, say so. This one? Nope. There they are. Okay. Boom. Share screen. And I want to give a shout out to these people. They're all giving some good stuff for us to give away at the event. So it's really, really cool because we get to double down with combining the awards series for Motomania with the race, because we're having them at the same time. So we actually get to talk to the sponsors about this, and they give us a lot more as a result, a lot of support. So there it is. There's the sponsors, right? So far, that's the sponsors that we have. Just to give you an idea, Family, I-35, and Iron Supply and TJ's. I don't know 100% what all of them are giving, but I can tell you, like, one of the things Iron Supply is giving is going to be a 50cc motorcycle. So I think you might want that one, right? You might want that one. The next EMX race, by the way, since you're asking here, that is going to be degenerate. The last weekend of February, we'll have an EMX race here. But this is for the USA Championships over Thanksgiving. Texas Tractor Country, they also give us a lot of stuff. I didn't go pick it up yet. No-Till has sent us a bunch of oil and cleaner and rim grease kits and a bunch of chain lube, as they always do. They're very generous. Shock socks. I'm not sure what Shan's going to be giving out, but he is going to be handing out a bunch of socks, I'm sure. Some swag and stuff like that. He always does. He's always supporting us. Motorsport, several 500, $150 and $250 gift cards, which are pretty solid. And they gave me some fast cash. They call it fast cash, so I can order a bunch of things to give away, right? Specific things. So if you want me to order certain things from Motorsport that you think we should give away at the raffle, keep it around $100 value so I can get a couple of them. But if you think there's something we should be giving away at our event, chime in, right? So no, EMX is, sorry about that, guys. Degenerates is dropping in a comment here, so I want to answer to him. No, we have no electric races on the schedule at this point in time. EMX is a series that Mike Clement does that I thought you were referring to. So that will be here in 2026, but we don't have anything on the docket for electric. If you want to help us organize something, and anybody, if you guys have an event idea, if you have something you think we can do out here, that'd be amazing. Just DM us and get the conversation started, and we'll figure out if we can make it happen, right? Back to the sponsors here, VP. These guys amaze me. Every time I ask for something, they give me more. It's like it kind of incentivizes me to ask more, but I never want to ask for too much. And that's partially because we sell more fuel, right? So people are buying more fuel from us and they see us as a valued partner, and that allows them to give back a ton of stuff. So we got a ton of jugs. We have a ton of 5-gallon fuel cans. We got, I think, some Stay Frosty, some other stuff. So that's going to be solid again by them, solid giveaway. Fly, they are looking at different things they can do. We had some ideas and talked about it this morning. Their senior vice president of marketing is involved in it, so it's not like cheese stuff. Like, they're really trying to do something special for us. So it'll be good. Fly will be really, really good. As I mentioned, TJ's, Woods, not sure 100% what they're going to give me, but the conversations were super optimistic. Yeah, I will support you. I probably talked to Brian at TJ's for about 45 minutes, and it's been a long time since I've got to have a real conversation that wasn't revolving just around business with him, and it was such a pleasure. So they'll be supporting us. Holtcat, guys, we're getting another cooler to give away like we did at the Bradshaw and Pike Fly Ride Day. But Holt is also going to give us a skid steer to use for the week. It's a big deal to be able to have an extra piece of equipment, brand new skid steer to use for all the prepping, and super helpful because we got now GoKarts too and RC cars, but we'll talk more about that in the future, what we're going to do at the event for those. We got JZ Welding Construction. That's John Zamora. He rides out here. He is doing a bunch of whole shot awards, right? So he's going to have 5 largest classes are each going to get $100 in their whole shot. Now, we don't know if that's going to be first moto or second moto yet. We haven't decided. If you guys have a preference, let us know. But it will be $100 in Cycle Ranch gift card. Since you're amateur, we can't give you cash. So we can easily give you a Cycle Ranch gift card for $100. So we're going to do that for the 5 different largest classes. So bring the heat, sign up for multiple classes, get in the big class, get the whole shot, win $100. Guts Racing also sending out a bunch of stuff. I don't know specifically what, but I got a UPS notification. It's on its way. So we'll know that soon. I want to talk about Raise It Forward. So Raise It Forward is a company that does auctions for charity. So part of our raffle here that we have over the weekend, we're going to give away a bunch of tickets. You come in the gate, you get tickets anyway. And probably have a special gift for each person as well, along with that ticket. But we're also going to be raffling off a bunch of these things we just talked about, right? Including that 50cc bike. But we also have some cool things like a trip to Vegas, well, at least a hotel stay. 4 days, 3 nights hotel in Las Vegas, and I think a half a day like luxury car rental or something like that. So there's that one. There's a Cancun vacation that we're going to be giving away, and this is all through Raise It Forward. They're a charity I used to work with back when I was here before, and with the Raceway, and we did a lot of good, fun things together. And we're figuring out how to do this again, and we got some other things online that we might be pulling in. So if you've got a favorite artist that you'd like to get an autographed guitar from, or autograph something or other from, they have access to a lot of this stuff, and we might be able to get it because we're going to give that portion back to charity. So Raise It Forward's becoming a allied partner with us, and I'm pumped because if we do well with this in this time, it's going to really grow for the next ones. So want to give you guys some cool prizes. Want you to use them, want you to be part of it. Those hotel stays, you pay taxes and their fees, but it's like it's nominal, maybe $100 or $200 depending on what you win. So and they're nice hotels, they're nice places, they're taking care of you there. They're banking on you, spending money on food, and they're going to make their money back on food and concierge trips and massages or whatever else. So they're nice places. They're not holes in the wall. 3 to 5 star. So and we can do more of that stuff. So we got a couple other things that we are going to release out later this week for awards on pre-entry, but pretty darn pumped about all that stuff. Yeah, so pre-entry is open right now, and if you want to get camping, if you want an RV spot, I'm pretty sure all the septic spots are gone. I think there's 3 spots left. So if you want to hook up, then now is the time to do that. On the 22nd and the 23rd, the weekend before the USA Championships, we are going to be doing, let me show you. Let me not, I always just talk to you, so I want to actually show you this stuff. And there it is. Come on. Boom. GoKarts. All right, so we're going to do limited times in GoKarts. You can sign up on the website for that so that you can reserve a time slot. Let us know you're coming in the Facebook group. You pay general admission if you're over 13 like normal. Kids are free. You don't have to be a motocrosser. Share this with your friends that don't motocross because they don't want their kids to get hurt, but they think maybe GoKarts would be really fun. And you're the men and women in your life that refuse to grow up, because we have adult-sized GoKarts that are pretty freaking quick and pretty freaking fun. So we're going to be driving these things around all day. And really the goal with this is to see if this is something we want to have here a lot. Introduce you to these things. It was provided to us by Family Power Sports out of San Antonio here, the formerly Alamo Cycleplex. Really generous. They gave us these 4. They're like, use them however you want to use them. I said, let's do a demo day, demo weekend on them, get people driving them. These kids you see in the picture here, those are Jay's kids. They drove them. I could not get them out of them. I'd like pry them out with a stick. Those smiles in that picture are really, really real. You can watch them in the reels where you see them driving, and then you see, if you go back in their reels on Instagram, you'll see Corey, Manny, and I think Jay also went down there, and they all drove the adult side one. And I was so jealous because my shoulder makes it a little challenging to get in a go-kart and jump around. So I didn't get to go. And these guys, the video they came back with is pretty epic, pretty fun. So we're going to be letting you guys drive these. There's no charge to drive them, just charge to get in the park. So make sure the 22nd, 23rd, you come on out here. Make sure you let us know in advance you're coming out here. I think that requires you to buy a ticket for the general admission. And then so I think that's kind of how it's set up right now. If you're coming with a ride pass or whatever, just DM us so we know to work you in the schedule. Let us know you're coming. I think there's even a Google form to it. So that's going to be huge for us. If that's something that the general population at Floresville starts to like, the people that, aren't, I call them general populations, people that don't ride dirt bikes, like your average bear, your average person, like that just wants to have a good old time, but it's not really competitive and likes the idea of a cage. But they love to go fast and they love to have fun. So it can be our motocross crew. You guys can certainly love them just as much as you love your dirt bike, maybe even more, who knows. But this is kind of a way for us to bring people in that look at you drive by the front of Cycle Ranch and pretend you don't ride a dirt bike. Sometimes I do. I pretend I don't ride a dirt bike and I look at it and I'm like, whoa, like they're going to jump from that to that. It seems like not necessarily possible. It's like circus act. Like it's like, are you really going to do that? Yet there's hundreds of us that do right here in South Texas, maybe thousands of us that do every single weekend do this kind of stuff. So wanted to make something that was kind of a gateway to the off-road fun, and that go-kart could be the solution to that. And if that works, it's really going to help us to continue to improve this place for everyone. So super excited about the go-karts. Also, we got our summer camp coming up. So I don't have an image that I want to share with that, but you guys got to check it out. If you have kids, you're probably going to want to come to this camp. I just said summer camp, but actually winter break camp. We've been selling summer camps already. It will fill up. We have 4 of them. Some of them are close to full already. Spring break camp is still maybe 1 or 2 in there. And winter break camp, I think we have about 5 right now. And that's right after Christmas. So if Christmas gift for your child, they can come and stay on site. They don't need a dirt bike. You can rent a dirt bike for them, or they can use their own bike. And what we do is we work on the fundamentals of riding. We do a lot with mindset and values. We stretch every morning. We pray every morning. We eat really good, healthy food. We have games for when it's cold or rainy out, or too hot. And when it's too hot, we do water activities. So we have something for them that's really unique. They usually spend about 5 to 6 hours a day riding. So we go through a lot of fuel. But it's $725 for the week. If you have your own bike, if you need a bike, you can tack on $300 to $400 more. And if you want to just have meals included, it's about $200, just last $195. And then if you want to do camper, stay for the week, it's $240. And if you're staying on site in the bunkhouse, if you're dropping your kid off and you're just like, you're going to be in the boys' bunkhouse or you're going to be in the girls' bunkhouse, that includes all the meals, and all the housing, and that's $970, right? So we have counselors on site, make sure that they're having a good time, they're getting to bed on time. They're usually worn out, so we don't ever deal with any shenanigans, fortunately, because everybody's tired by the end of the day. So that's winter break, spring break, and summer camps already filling up. Lots of inquiries coming around it. I'm surprised how many came. We got the new stock of the 26 gear in a fly. I mentioned it before. That first one that you see there, that is the Glory. That stuff looks so cool on, especially if you run Cycle Ranch type colors, because it all matches. The black that they have has this metallic silver in it. It looks really sleek. So check out their stuff. We have it here if you want it. Also, since we're having all these big events and all you guys are coming from far away, I've been wanting to get some deals going with hotels so you guys get the best rate in town. And this last week was finally the time where I was able to stop by both Laquinta and Holiday Inn. Both were super excited to work with me, or work with Cycle Ranch, I should say, work with you, the families and riders that come out here. So you mentioned motocross at Holiday Inn, $99 a night. So their normal rate is probably closer to 110, 120. But call them, say you're calling, you want the Cycle Ranch rate, motocross rate, and they will get you in. Make sure you just say Cycle Ranch, as long as they have rooms available. And then La Quinta has a floating rate anywhere from 89, I think was the lowest, up to like 105, depending on the time. But they get you a very special rate for mentioning Cycle Ranch. That includes all the taxes. Doesn't include, there's no fees, I should say. And I'm sorry, it doesn't include the taxes. So anything on top of that is the taxes for both of those, the 99 a night or the 85. If you go to Travelocity or Expedia, you pay the taxes plus you pay the fees, and it ends up getting you significantly higher. It seems like you're going to pay less, but to pay those fees, it ends up adding 10, 20%. So try, see if it works. If they aren't good rates and they're crappy, please DM me so I can contact them and be like, what's going on? Everybody's getting it cheaper somewhere else, and they'll work with us. I'm sure of it. Also spoke to another place that has some Airbnbs around Cycle Ranch, or will have Airbnbs around Cycle Ranch, and some studio cabins and stuff like that, so you can stay right downtown. I'm going to talk to them more this week, but it's happened, right? So we got a lot of really good stuff happening, everything to make things better and easier and more fun for you and your family when you come out here. And if you have suggestions on what we can do, like, just drop them in, DM us. DMS is usually the most productive way of doing it, because then we can actually get a chain started and have a conversation. So perfect. And I just see a message here. I'm going to go through all the messages, the comments here. Tobasco, you flagged out here, dude. If you want to flag out here, just message us. Get on the schedule. Always looking for good people to support our riders, right? So we got, good point. We got a lot of open positions. We're hiring in the cafe. We're hiring at the front gate. We're hiring with administrative stuff. We're hiring with marketing stuff. We're hiring with flagging. We're hiring for ground stuff. So it's pretty neat. We can have this many people out here and work and make this place better for you. So if you were looking for a position, you can follow the link in the bio. There's a link on the website where you can apply online, or you can message us and say, what's the link? Email us, and we'll get in contact. So we're pretty well staffed for our Thanksgiving event, but there are a few places where we could definitely add a few more people. And then, over the course of the week, just keep working this place, right? So that is the deal. I'm going to just check one last place to see if we have any questions or comments coming through here on Facebook. Looks like we don't. So guys, thank you for listening. Share this if you found it valuable. If you have any questions about the USA Championships or the go-karts or the expansion of the shop or what else we're doing out here, just always feel free to call us, DM us. Hope this was helpful. I got a lot I want to work on today. I'm pretty pumped to see Casey and Terry sitting here, because I know we're going to get some stuff done this week. So sayonara for now. God bless. May you have an amazing day. And we'll see you this weekend or tomorrow or whenever you get out here.